Adopt this habit for 7 days and become mentally strong. Stoicism. You wake up each morning faced with choices that will shape your day. How often do you let external events dictate your emotional state? In Stoicism, the central principle is understanding the distinction between what you can control and what you cannot. As Epictetus wisely says, it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. Imagine this. You're stuck in traffic, running late for a meeting. Your heart races, and frustration builds as you glance at the clock. You can feel the tension tightening in your shoulders, each honk from another driver sinking you deeper into irritation. In this moment, you have a choice. You can let the traffic consume your mindset, or you can accept the situation, breathe deeply, and focus on your response. How often do you find yourself reacting to situations that are beyond your control? What would happen if you chose to remain calm instead of succumbing to frustration? Picture the colleague who always seems to undermine you in meetings. It's easy to feel anger boil under your skin, isn't it? You wonder if they are intentionally trying to provoke you. Yet, according to Stoic philosophy, it's vital to recognize that their actions are theirs to control, not yours. You cannot control how others behave, but you can control your interpretation of their actions. How might your work environment shift if you reframed their criticism as an opportunity for growth rather than an attack? Take a moment to reflect on your day-to-day interactions. Are you holding on to grievances that only weigh you down? What if you let those go, realizing that carrying them is like dragging around stones in your backpack? By adopting this mindset, you're not just freeing yourself, you're also cultivating resilience. Now, over the next 24 hours, challenge yourself to practice this principle. When faced with a frustrating situation, pause and remind yourself that you have the power to choose your reaction. Notice how a single conscious decision can change your entire outlook. As you embrace this Stoic habit, consider how it might transform your relationships and enhance your mental strength. Hey, before you put this Stoic teaching into practice, I need to give you an important heads up. Many subscribers have reported that YouTube unsubscribed them without warning. Check the red button below to make sure you're still subscribed to the channel. I don't want you to miss any Stoic lesson coming up. And since you're here, smash that powerful like. It helps me a lot with the algorithm. Tell me in the comments, which city are you watching from? I love getting to know every amazing person who's part of this community. Your participation makes all the difference. Let's interact. The moment you realize that your thoughts shape your reality, a powerful shift begins. Let's dive deeper into the realm of Stoicism. You sit in a cafe, sipping your coffee, while a sudden storm rolls in. Rain pelts against the window, and patrons rush to cover. You feel a rush of annoyance, disrupted plans. Yet as you watch droplets race down the glass, take a pause. Life is not about what happens, but how you respond. This simple truth from the Stoics can transform your perception. The external world is a flurry of chaos, a traffic jam, a missed opportunity, even a stormy day. Yet the power lies within how you perceive these events. Can you picture this? Instead of resisting the downpour, embrace it. Allow yourself to feel the coolness of the air, the scent of rain mixing with coffee. Delight in the moment of stillness amidst uncertainty. What if you chose to turn annoyances into quietude? In your daily interactions, you often find yourself seeking validation from others. Perhaps you feel diminished by a harsh comment or a disapproving glance. In that instant, the power to define your worth slips away. Recognize this. Others cannot dictate your value. They can only show you their perspective. Think back to a day when you felt undervalued at work. Recall those heavy feelings creeping in, the knot in your stomach. What if you acknowledged their opinion, but chose not to let it define you? You can step back, observe, and remind yourself, I have the strength to interpret this my way. As you practice these principles, a vital obstacle emerges: the fear of being judged. It's a common thread running through the fabric of our social interactions. The fear can overshadow your authentic self, making you hesitant to express your true thoughts. Challenge this notion. Imagine standing tall among your peers, your shoulders relaxed, knowing that judgment is not the end of the world. Reflect on this. What if their judgment is a reflection of them, not you? Next time you encounter a scenario that makes you tense, take a breath. Inhale deeply, hold for a moment, and release the tension from your shoulders. Allow your mind to calm, expanding your perspective. In that moment of clarity, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? As you embrace this Stoic practice, you'll notice a gradual transformation. Challenge yourself to view each moment with a lens of curiosity rather than frustration. Try approaching things from a place of empowerment rather than entitlement. This shift may feel subtle, yet its impact is profound. Reflect back on your day. Did you feel empowered in your choices? Did you challenge a belief that no longer serves you? You're on a journey of discovery, one where resilience blooms as you take ownership of your reactions. The practice of Stoicism isn't about suppressing emotions. It's about recognizing them without being bound by them. As you step into today or tomorrow, remember, you hold the remote control of your emotional responses. Embrace them. Chaos. Breathe through it and choose growth. What could happen if you made this your daily habit? As you move through your day, keep this idea close. Every moment is an opportunity for growth. Stoicism teaches us that our reactions are within our control, even when we feel overwhelmed. Let's explore this a little more. Imagine you wake up to a rainy morning. The sound of raindrops on the window can make you want to stay in bed. You might feel a bit gloomy, thinking of the plans you had for a sunny day. But what if you saw the rain as a chance for something new? A cozy day inside, a chance to read that book you've been meaning to dive into, or the perfect time for reflection. By shifting your perspective, you can turn a potential annoyance into a special moment. Each day presents small challenges. Sometimes it's as simple as finding a parking spot. You circle the lot, growing anxious as time ticks away. Frustration starts to build, but here's where the Stoic habit kicks in. Instead of fuming about the inconvenience, take a breath. Maybe you could listen to a podcast while you search, or just enjoy a moment of peace before the busyness of the day begins. It's all about how you respond. In conversations, think about how often you let others' words affect you. Someone might make a snide remark, and instantly, it feels like a punch to the gut. But hold on, their words say more about them than about you. Challenge yourself to accept criticism without letting it define your worth. You can acknowledge it, then remind yourself of your strengths. This practice builds a shield of resilience. Think about a time when you felt underappreciated. You might have felt like no one recognized your hard work. Instead of dwelling on that feeling, ask yourself how you can use that experience. What can it teach you? Maybe it reveals areas where you want to grow or skills you'd like to develop. Transforming feelings of being undervalued into fuel for your personal journey is key. Now, picture a moment when you're afraid to express your true thoughts. It might be in a meeting or a casual conversation. You hesitate because you dread judgment. Remember, it's just that, fear. What if you decided to speak up anyway? The world won't end. You might even inspire others to share their thoughts too. Embrace that authentic voice within you. As you practice these Stoic principles, keep an eye on your emotions. Notice when they rise. Feel the flutter of anxiety or the weight of sadness. Instead of pushing them away, acknowledge them. Say to yourself, I feel this, but I'm more than my feelings. This small change can be empowering. You're on a journey. Each step teaches you something new. As you face your day, remember the power of your choices. Will you react with anger, or will you pause and choose growth? Every moment holds a lesson. So take this challenge with you. Start each day thinking about one way you can embrace the unexpected. Can you find joy in the mundane or the frustrating? What if those moments are the ones that help you grow the most? Let's keep this conversation going in our next chapter. What new habits will you choose to adopt? How will you challenge yourself to respond differently? The path to mastering your emotions is just beginning. Stay tuned for more insights, and let's delve deeper into the heart of Stoicism together. As you move forward in your exploration of Stoicism, let's take a moment to breathe and connect these ideas to everyday life. Picture yourself getting ready in the morning, your mind racing through the tasks ahead. It's easy to feel overwhelmed, right? Now, think about this. What if you started your day with intention instead of rushing through it? Take a few deep breaths as you prepare for the day. Feel the air fill your lungs and hold it for a moment. When you let it out, imagine releasing any anxiety or stress. This simple act can set a positive tone for how you face the day's challenges. Now, let's talk about the impact of small choices. Imagine you enter a crowded elevator. It's packed, and all faces look tense. Instead of feeling annoyed or closed off, what if you chose to smile at the person next to you? Small act like this can lighten the mood. You never know, your smile might encourage someone else to share a joke or a friendly nod. Connection is powerful, even in fleeting moments. In conversations throughout your day, especially when tensions rise, practice active listening. Instead of planning your response while someone is talking, focus fully on what they're saying. This shift in focus can help you respond in a way that reflects understanding, not just reaction. It's about transforming interactions. How might your relationships blossom if you showed more genuine empathy? Consider a common scenario. A friend shares a troubling story, and you find yourself wanting to jump in with your own experience. Instead, hold space for them. Say, "That sounds tough. I'm here for you." This allows them to feel heard and valued. By practicing this kind of active engagement, you can cultivate deeper connections, which, as Stoicism suggests, can enhance your emotional resilience. Think back to instances when you felt stressed or triggered by someone's words or actions. Instead of letting those feelings control you, pause for a moment. Ask yourself why that situation evoked such a strong reaction. Often, these emotions stem from our own insecurities or fears. Recognizing this can help you detach from the emotional weight and respond more calmly. Now, let's dive into the power of gratitude. You might think gratitude is just a buzzword, but it can create significant shifts in your mindset. At the end of each day, take a moment to write down 3 things you are grateful for. They can be small, like a warm cup of tea or a good conversation with a colleague. Focusing on these positives can help counterbalance the negatives and shift your perspective toward appreciation. Every day is a new opportunity to practice Stoicism. As you explore these habits, remember that you're not aiming for perfection. You're just looking to step a little closer to resilience each day. Embrace the ups and downs, knowing you have the tools to handle whatever comes your way. The next time you face a challenge, whether it's a tense meeting or a frustrating delay, remember to pause, breathe, and choose your response. Reflect on how you can turn those moments into growth opportunities. This journey isn't just about coping, it's about thriving. Let's keep this momentum going into the next chapter. What will you embrace tomorrow? What new challenges will you transform into opportunities for growth? The journey continues, and you hold the key to your own emotional mastery. Stay tuned for more insights as we delve deeper into the wisdom of Stoicism. As we step into this next chapter of our Stoic journey, let's focus on how to make these principles a part of our daily lives. Each day brings moments that can either drain our energy or empower us. It's all about how we choose to see those moments. Imagine waking up feeling a bit sluggish. Maybe you had a rough night's sleep. The first thought that crosses your mind is about the tasks ahead. You might feel overwhelmed just thinking about them. But what if you turned that thought into an opportunity? Instead of spiraling into negativity, you could see this as a chance to set your pace for the day. A slower start could mean you take a moment to enjoy your coffee, reflect, and set your intentions. Speaking of intentions, let's talk about the power of setting them. At the beginning of your day, take a few moments to think about what you want to achieve. It could be something small, like feeling more present or being kinder to yourself. By giving your day a purpose, you create a guiding light that helps you navigate challenges. Throughout the day, you will encounter various situations that test your patience. Picture this. You're in a long line at the grocery store, and it feels like time has come to a standstill. Instead of letting frustration bubble up, remind yourself of the small choice you can make. Perhaps this is a chance to practice mindfulness. You can observe those around you. Notice your surroundings or take a few deep breaths. By shifting your focus, you transform a tedious wait into a moment of calm. Now, let's shift gears to those unexpected moments when life throws a curveball. Picture a working day that suddenly takes an unexpected turn. A meeting gets canceled, or you're handed an extra project to complete. It's easy to react with frustration, isn't it? But here's the Stoic twist. Instead of resisting the change, accept it. You might say to yourself, "This is happening. How can I turn this around?" Ask what you can learn from the situation, or how you can use it to grow. In conversations, remember to be aware of your reactions. When someone speaks to you sharply, it's natural to feel defensive. But pause for a moment. Consider how you can respond with kindness instead. Responding with a calm demeanor could not only diffuse the tension, but also strengthen your relationships. After all, don't we all appreciate compassion more than conflict? Before we wrap this chapter, let's discuss gratitude. It might seem simplistic, but recognizing your blessings can have a profound impact. Each evening, take time to reflect on 3 positive moments from your day. They don't have to be grand events. It could be enjoying the sunrise, a smile from a stranger, or a warm meal. By focusing on what went well, you shift your mindset toward optimism. As you embrace these stoic practices, remember, it's a journey, not a sprint. There will be days when you find it easy to remain calm, and others when it feels like a challenge. That's perfectly okay. Each moment is a chance to learn and grow. As we move forward, think about how you can incorporate these ideas into your daily life. What small changes can you make? Which moments can you use to practice gratitude or acceptance? The next chapter will dive deeper into transforming fear into strength. Keep your heart open, and let's continue this journey together. What will you discover next? As the sun began to set, casting warm hues across the sky, Emma stood at the window, reflecting on the past week. She had immersed herself in the principles of Stoicism, slowly unraveling the emotional knots she had carried for so long. In the earlier days, frustration had been her constant companion. Each challenge felt monumental, each criticism an arrow aimed at her heart. Yet, as the days passed, a subtle change took root. The traffic snarls no longer derailed her thoughts. Instead, they became moments to breathe, ponder, and recalibrate. One particularly vexing morning, she faced a daunting task at work. A high-stakes presentation hung over her like a cloud, threatening to rain down anxiety. Formerly, this would have sent her spiraling, but today was different. Instead of the usual panic, she paused. She could feel that familiar surge of fear bubbling up, but she remembered her practice. She took a deep breath and focused on the moment. Just speak from the heart, she told herself. They're here to listen, not to judge. That simple reminder flipped the script entirely. With her shoulders relaxed and her expression open, she walked into the meeting room feeling empowered. She had chosen not to succumb to her fears. Instead, she held the reins of her own perspective. Later that week, she encountered Jason, a colleague who often challenged her ideas. Instead of feeling anger or resentment, she took a step back. He was simply expressing his viewpoint, just as she was entitled to express hers. During their discussion, she neutrally reframed his feedback. "What if I view this as an opportunity to improve?" she mused. The conversation morphed into a collaborative exchange, a true meeting of minds. Emma's transformation didn't go unnoticed. Her manager, Lisa, approached her after the meeting. "I've seen a shift in your approach lately," she said. "You seem more confident and centered. How are you doing it?" Emma smiled, feeling a swell of pride. "I've been practicing Stoicism," she replied. "It's all about choosing how I respond to situations." Lisa nodded knowingly, a look of intrigue in her eyes. That evening, Emma settled down with her journal. She scribbled down 3 things she was grateful for: the supportive conversation with her manager, the insight she gained from reframing criticism, and the calmness she felt in challenging moments. Each reflection was a testament to her progress, each simple act a step toward resilience. As she looked through the week's events, a sense of clarity washed over her. She remembered the rainy day in the cafe, where she had chosen to embrace the storm rather than resist it. Each moment where she had paused rather than reacted had empowered her, revealing strength she didn't know she possessed. The following morning was a bright, sunny one, promising new adventures. Emma felt energized, ready to tackle whatever lay ahead. She recalled the wisdom learned from the Stoics and decided to put it to the test. Would she have challenging interactions today? Certainly, but she was prepared. With every step of her journey, she held firmly to the principle that her reactions shape her reality. She saw every inconvenience as an invitation for growth, every curveball as an opportunity to learn. In the end, it was about more than just learning to manage her emotions. It was about thriving amidst chaos, embracing life's unpredictability. She had opened the door to a new mindset, one that would serve her well long into the future. And so as she stepped outside, Emma breathed deeply, filled with optimism. This renewed perspective was not just a phase, it was a commitment. She was ready for whatever lay ahead, knowing she now held the power to define her emotional landscape. Do you want to keep advancing on the path to serenity? Subscribe now to the channel to receive the next Stoic reflections firsthand. Click like if this content helped you grow. In the comments, share the biggest insight you took away. Your experience may inspire other seekers. And don't hoard wisdom. Send this video to at least 3 friends who need inner balance.